Hello and welcome back to the BS Coins World, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, uncovering hidden treasures that might just be lying around in your collection. Today, we're talking about a remarkable coin that has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 2016 Shawnee $2 coin, particularly one with the elusive mint mark that's currently valued at an astounding $2 million. Let's begin by discussing the origins of this coin. The Shawnee Quarter was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. This program highlighted iconic national parks and sites from each state, territory, and the District of Columbia. Released in 2016, the Shawnee design honors Shawnee National Forest in Illinois, known for its breathtaking natural beauty and unique rock formations. The coin features a stunning design with a close-up of Camel Rock surrounded by foliage. Now, while most Shawnee quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, there's a specific version of this coin that has skyrocketed in value. What makes this particular coin so special? Let's dig deeper. The key factor is the mint mark. Most Shawnee quarters were minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, which are denoted by the letters P, D, or S on the coin. However, a rare variety of the Shawnee quarter with an unusual mint mark, or in some cases, a unique error related to the mint mark, has been discovered. These rare coins are believed to have been part of a special minting process, possibly as a test or experimental batch, and only a handful are known to exist. But why is this coin valued at $2 million? Rarity is the main reason. Collectors prize coins that are not only unique, but also have historical or technical significance. This particular Shawnee quarter fits the bill. Furthermore, its condition is another driving factor. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with clear details and no visible damage are worth far more than those showing signs of wear and tear. Let's talk about how you can identify one of these extraordinary coins. Start by examining the mint mark, located on the obverse side of the coin, near George Washington's profile. Look for any unusual characteristics, such as a misplaced or doubled mint mark, or even a missing one. Additionally, inspect the coin for other anomalies, such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or unique patterns. These subtle differences can significantly boost a coin's value. If you think you've found a rare Shawnee quarter, your next step is to have it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. Organizations like PCGS or NGC can certify the coin's authenticity and assign it a grade based on its condition. This certification is crucial for determining its market value and attracting potential buyers. Now, let's explore the market for this coin. The current buzz around the $2 million Shawnee quarter has created a surge in demand. Collectors and investors are eager to acquire this piece of history, driving up prices in auctions and private sales. In recent years, rare coins like this one have proven to be solid investments, with values appreciating steadily over time. So, what does this mean for you? Well, it might be time to dig through your coin jars, old piggy banks, or that forgotten drawer where loose change tends to accumulate. You never know, you might just stumble upon a fortune. Before we wrap up, let me offer a word of caution. The world of rare coins is filled with counterfeit items and misleading claims. If you're serious about buying or selling rare coins, always work with reputable dealers and experts to ensure you're getting the real deal. In conclusion, the 2016 Shawnee $2 coin with a rare mint mark is more than just a piece of currency. It's a piece of history with an incredible story and value to match. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, this coin serves as a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their fascinating stories, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you come across any rare coins, or if there's a specific topic you'd like us to cover next. A history buff, or just someone curious about rare treasures, then you're in for a treat today. We're going to dive into the fascinating world of the 2000p New Hampshire quarter. This isn't just any regular coin. In fact, this one has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike because it has an astounding market value of up to $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. A quarter, worth just 25 cents when it was released, can now fetch nearly $2 million. But what makes this coin so valuable? Stick around as we explore the details that make this piece of history so highly prized. Let's start by setting the stage. Back in 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program. This was a 10-year initiative that featured unique designs for each state on the back of a quarter. Every year, 5 states were honored with their own quarter design, reflecting something significant about that state. The goal was to both honor the states and raise public interest in coin collecting. The New Hampshire quarter was part of this program. Released in 2000, it was the 9th state to be honored. The design showcases the Old Man of the Mountain, an iconic rock formation located in Franconia Notch State Park. It was meant to reflect the state's natural beauty and historical significance. The image is striking, showing the face of a man carved by nature itself, looking out over the White Mountains. Most of us are familiar with the 50 State Quarters. They're the same as any regular quarter you might find in your pocket. However, there is one version of the 2000p New Hampshire quarter that's extremely rare and carries an extraordinary value. That coin, known as the 2000p New Hampshire quarter with a die crack, was a production mistake, but one that makes it a true collector's item today. Typically, quarters minted by the U.S. Mint come from either the Philadelphia or Denver facilities, and they're stamped with a P or D mint mark to indicate where they were made. The P mint mark, in particular, is often found on coins from the Philadelphia Mint. While most 2000p New Hampshire quarters are worth their face value, one particular coin stands out due to an error during its production. The error that occurred with the 2000p New Hampshire quarter was a die crack. A die crack happens when the engraving on the die, which is used to stamp the design onto the coin, starts to deteriorate. This creates a flaw on the coin, and in this case, the die crack affected the design on the quarter. The crack is typically visible as a line running through the coin's design, sometimes distorting the image of the Old Man of the Mountain. Die cracks are not rare, but what makes this particular coin so exceptional is that this error was not caught in time before the coins were released to the public. The result? A handful of these flawed quarters made their way into circulation, and collectors soon took notice. While the die crack on the 2000p New Hampshire quarter may seem like a small imperfection, it has actually turned the coin into a sought-after rarity. Only a limited number of these coins are known to exist, and that rarity is what drives their value. You might be wondering, why is a 25-cent coin worth so much money? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. When a coin like the 2000p New Hampshire quarter is produced with a unique error, it automatically makes the coin much rarer than the average quarter. Collectors look for these rare pieces to complete their collections, and that demand creates value. But it's not just about the rarity of the coin. The condition is also important. The 2000p New Hampshire quarter with the die crack must be in excellent condition to fetch a high price. Coins that are in near mint condition are worth significantly more than those that have been heavily worn or damaged. And as we're talking about values in the millions, the condition of the coin is key to achieving that top-tier value. Experts estimate that a flawless example of this rare quarter could be worth as much as $1.9 million, but only if it's in pristine condition, ideally graded by professional organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. Now that you know the backstory of this rare coin, You may be wondering how you can check your own collection or a pocketful of change for this valuable coin. Here's how you can spot a 2000p New Hampshire quarter with a die crack. Look closely at the design of the Old Man of the Mountain. A die crack often appears as a line or a break in the design, which will likely be visible through the face or around the edges of the rock formation. The crack may extend across the face of the rock, distorting the image slightly. It's also important to inspect the condition of the coin overall. Coins that are shiny and free of wear, with minimal scratching or discoloration, will be more valuable than those that have been through years of circulation. So, where can you find a 2000p New Hampshire quarter with a die crack? Many collectors have been hunting for these rare coins for years. Some might turn up in the change you receive, but the chances of finding one in circulation are slim. That said, you may find one for sale through coin dealers, auctions, or private sellers. If you think you've found one of these rare quarters, it's worth getting it professionally appraised or graded. A reputable coin dealer or numismatic expert can help determine if your quarter is the real deal and, if so, what it's worth. To wrap things up, the 2000p New Hampshire quarter with a die crack is a true gem for collectors and a reminder of how one small mistake in production can lead to a coin being worth millions. With its rich history, unique design, and fascinating era, it's no surprise that this coin has become one of the most coveted pieces in the numismatic world. If you're a coin collector, keep an eye out for this rare quarter. If you're just someone fascinated by the world of valuable coins, this story is a testament to how even the smallest details can turn something ordinary into something extraordinary. Thanks for joining me today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos on rare coins and other collectibles. If you're a collector, an investor, or just curious about the fascinating world of coins, you're in the right place. Today, we'll be diving into one of the most intriguing coins in modern U.S. history, the 2016 P. Fort Moultrie quarter. This coin has recently gained a lot of attention because of its staggering market value, and believe it or not, it could be worth as much as $1 million. That's right, this little coin has become a huge topic of conversation in the coin collecting world. First, let's talk a little bit about the 2016 P. Fort Moultrie quarter itself. This quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series issued by the U.S. Mint that honors national parks and historic sites across the country. The Fort Moultrie quarter was issued to honor Fort Moultrie, a historic fort located in Charleston, South Carolina. The coin features an image of the fort, with a soldier standing watch and the entrance to the fort in the background. The design is both beautiful and meaningful, commemorating an important part of American history. One of the unique features of this coin is that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. For decades, the U.S. Mint had been making quarters in Denver and San Francisco, but for the first time in modern coinage history, a coin bearing the P. Mint mark, standing for Philadelphia, was released into circulation in 2016. This made the coin a bit special, but there's more to the story. What really sets the 2016 P. Fort Moultrie quarter apart from other coins is its rarity. For some reason, very few of these quarters were found in circulation. As collectors began to notice, they realized that the 2016 P quarter was hard to come by, and it wasn't just the design or mint location making it rare. It's the fact that very few people even knew it existed. That's where the excitement began to build. As more collectors searched through their change, they started finding this rare quarter. And then, something even more surprising happened. People started noticing that certain versions of the 2016 P. Fort Moultrie quarter were worth much more than the usual 25 cents. So why is the 2016 P. Fort Moultrie quarter suddenly worth so much? The value comes from its rarity, and the fact that it was overlooked for a time. Coins that aren't widely recognized or circulated tend to get forgotten by collectors for years, sometimes even decades. As time passes, Those forgotten coins can become incredibly valuable, especially if they're in excellent condition or have a unique feature. The 2016 P quarter became one of those coins, and today, some of these quarters are worth well over $1 million. Not every 2016 P quarter is worth that much. There are specific conditions under which a coin can fetch this kind of value. First, the coin needs to be in pristine condition, think uncirculated, with no wear and tear. Second, it has to have a unique feature or error, like a misprint or an unusual strike. Coins with these characteristics are often found by expert numismatists, who know exactly what to look for. That's why it's crucial to inspect your coins carefully and get them evaluated by a professional if you think you might have one of these rare gems. Now, if you're wondering where to find these coins and how much they're going for today, here's the scoop. The current market value of the 2016 P. Fort Moultrie quarter varies, but a pristine, error-free specimen can easily fetch a few $100s in regular conditions. However, if you happen to have a rare variety, maybe one with a unique misprint or an extraordinary condition, your quarter could easily sell for a staggering $1 million or more. Keep in mind, though, that the $1 million value is for a specific, exceptional piece. Coins like this don't just show up on every street corner. Collectors who own these types of rare coins usually keep them locked away in secure vaults or auction houses where the bidding wars can drive up the price. So, if you're looking through your change jar or searching through your collection, it's time to pay extra attention to those 2016 P. Fort Moultrie quarters. While they might seem like any other coin, their rarity and potential for being a true collector's item make them worth a closer look. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting, this coin is one that could significantly impact your collection. So, be on the lookout. You never know, your next quarter might just be worth $1 million. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more valuable coin tips. If you're a coin enthusiast or just someone who loves history and collectibles, you're in for a real treat today. We're going to be talking about a very special coin, the 1983 P. Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. You might be wondering, what's so special about this coin? Well, stick around because we're about to dive into what makes this coin so valuable today. Hint, it could be worth up to $1.2 million. Let's get started. To understand why the 1983 P. Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar is worth so much, we first need to take a brief look at the history of the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter, designed by John Flanagan, was first released in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The design features the famous portrait of Washington on the obverse, with a majestic eagle on the reverse. Over the years, the quarter has undergone several changes in its design, but it remains one of the most popular coins in the United States. Now, you may be familiar with the fact that most quarters are worth just 25 cents. But when it comes to certain years and mint marks, some Washington quarters can fetch a price much higher than their face value. The 1983 P. Mint Mark quarter is one of these coins. Now, let's talk about the 1983 P. Mint Mark Washington quarter. When this coin was initially minted, it wasn't expected to be anything particularly special. However, it's important to note that in 1983, there was an unusual error that occurred at the Philadelphia Mint, where the quarter was produced. The Philadelphia Mint, which uses the P. Mint mark, is known for producing a vast number of coins. However, unlike other years, the 1983 quarters were struck with a slightly unusual mix of metal alloys. This resulted in a distinct wear pattern and an irregularity in the design, making some of these quarters stand out from the rest. At first glance, a 1983 P. Mint Mark quarter might seem just like any other. But upon closer inspection, collectors began to notice subtle variations that set some quarters apart. These differences were small, but significant to those in the coin collecting community, and collectors started paying attention. Over time, this led to a growing demand for these rare pieces, pushing their value higher. As coin collectors began looking more closely at their 1983 P quarters, a discovery was made that forever changed the coin's value. Some quarters were found to have an extraordinarily rare characteristic. This feature was linked to the wear on the coin and the specific metal mix used during minting. The discovery of these coins with unique properties prompted experts to reevaluate their value. The rarity of these coins is what sets them apart. You see, while most quarters minted in 1983 were released into circulation, only a few of them survived with the unique characteristics that make them so valuable today. It's this rarity that has led some of these coins to sell for prices well above their original face value. Now, you may be wondering, how much are these rare 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarters worth today? The current market value of these coins can vary depending on their condition and the specific features they possess. However, in recent years, the price of certain high-grade 1983 P Mint Mark quarters has soared. In fact, it's been reported that a 1983 P Washington quarter in near-perfect condition, with the rare characteristics we discussed earlier, has sold for an astonishing $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $1.2 million. Of course, this price is for an extremely rare specimen, one that is in exceptional condition and has been carefully preserved. But even if your coin isn't worth quite that much, there are still many collectors who are willing to pay a significant amount for a 1983 P Mint Mark quarter, especially if it has those unique traits. If you're interested in hunting down a 1983 P Mint Mark quarter, here are a few tips on how to spot one that could be valuable. First, you'll want to check the condition of the coin. The more well-preserved the coin, the more likely it is to be valuable. Look for coins that have little wear and tear, and avoid coins that have been overly circulated or damaged. Next, examine the mint mark. A 1983 P Mint Mark quarter will have a P on the reverse, just below the eagle. If you don't see this mint mark, then it's not a coin from Philadelphia, and it won't have the unique characteristics we're discussing here today. Lastly, if you think you may have found a rare 1983 P Mint Mark quarter, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a coin expert. A reputable grading service can evaluate the condition and characteristics of your coin, giving you an accurate assessment of its market value. Of course, there are many factors that affect the price of any coin, including the 1983 P Washington quarter. One of the biggest factors is the coin's condition, or grade. Coins in higher grades, those that have minimal wear and remain almost as pristine as the day they were minted, are the ones that command the highest prices. Additionally, the rarity of the specific characteristics, the demand among collectors, and the coin's provenance, or history, can all play a role in determining its value. To recap, the 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter is a coin that many people overlook at first, but it's a coin that holds a secret. Its value can be worth millions if you find the right one. The error in minting, the rarity, and the unique characteristics of these quarters make them highly sought after by collectors. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, always be on the lookout for rare and unique coins, because you never know when you might come across something that could change your life. If you have a 1983 P Mint Mark Washington quarter, it might just be worth more than you think. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful or interesting, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the BS Coins World for more coin-related content. If you're a fan of rare coins or looking to find some hidden treasures in your coin collection, today's video is one you won't want to miss. We're diving into a fascinating story of a 1965 Washington $quarter coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, and its astounding value today. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about a 1965 quarter? After all, It's a coin that was produced in large numbers, right? Well, the truth is, while most of these quarters aren't worth much more than their face value, there is a rare exception, a no-mint marked 1965 quarter that could fetch you a staggering $1.30 million. Today, I'm going to take you through the history, significance, and unbelievable market value of this rare coin, and how you could have one sitting in your collection right now without even knowing it. Before we talk about the rare no-mint mark version, let's quickly go over the background of the 1965 Washington quarter. In 1965, the United States Mint made a significant change in coinage. The country was facing a coin shortage due to rising silver prices, which led to the introduction of the copper-nickel-clad coins, replacing the older silver composition. The 1965 quarter was part of this transition and was designed to honor George Washington, featuring his iconic portrait. This coin, like most others in the mid-1960s, was minted in huge numbers. Over 1 billion were produced that year alone. But here's where it gets interesting. While most 1965 quarters are marked with a mint mark either from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, there is a rare variant that didn't carry any mint mark at all. The no-mint marked 1965 quarter is an anomaly. Typically, quarters made at the Philadelphia Mint were issued with no mint mark, while those from Denver and San Francisco would have their respective D or S markings. However, for a brief period, certain coins struck in Philadelphia, specifically the 1965 quarters, were released without a mint mark, and it's this version that has become a holy grail for coin collectors. Now, why is this coin so special? It all comes down to a small mistake. It was a production oversight that left certain 1965 quarters without the usual mint mark. But that oversight, rather than diminishing the value, made the coin incredibly rare. The fact that these coins were produced in error and released into circulation means there are very few of them left in existence today. The value of the 1965 no-mint mark quarter. In the world of rare coin collecting, errors like this can make a coin worth much more than anyone could have ever anticipated. The 1965 no-mint mark quarter has been sold at auctions for incredible amounts of money, with some selling for as high as $1.30 million. How did this happen? Well, it all comes down to the rarity and the sheer demand among collectors. Only a small number of these coins have survived in excellent condition, and the ones that are still in mint state, meaning they are in almost perfect condition, are the ones that fetch the highest prices. Collectors are constantly searching for these elusive coins, and as more collectors join the hobby, the value of these rare coins continues to rise. If you happen to come across a 1965 quarter with no mint mark, you could be holding a true treasure in your hands. You may be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these rare 1965 no mint mark quarters? It's actually quite simple. Take a close look at the coin. If you have a 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, and it's in good condition, then you might have a very valuable coin on your hands. A professional coin grader can give you a precise assessment of its value. It's also important to note that coins with significant wear or damage will be worth far less than those in pristine condition. So, keep an eye out for those coins that still have that original shine and detail. So, the next time you go through your coin collection or dig through your change, keep an eye out for that rare 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark. While most of the 1965 quarters won't be worth much, that one special coin could make you the owner of a $1.3 million treasure. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into rare coins, make sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. And if you think you might have one of these rare 1965 quarters, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. We're going to explore one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics. The 2000p mint mark South Carolina quarter. You might have seen this coin circulating in your change, but what you don't know is that this quarter has some incredible value. In fact, a specific version of this coin is currently worth a staggering $1.4 million. But how did this happen? And what makes this coin so rare and valuable? Stick around to find out. Let's start with the basics. The 2000p South Carolina quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, a series of commemorative coins issued by the U.S. Mint between 1999 and 2008. Each coin in the series features a design that represents one of the 50 states, and South Carolina's quarter was released in 2000. The quarter features the famous palmetto tree, which is a symbol of the state, and a crescent moon, which is a nod to South Carolina's flag. But while this coin was widely produced, something special about a small number of these coins has sent their value soaring. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, the P Mint mark is a crucial element. The P indicates that the coin was made at the Philadelphia Mint, and most coins you come across with this mark are standard issue, worth only 25 cents. However, the story of this particular coin is a bit different. In the year 2000, there was a significant production issue at the Philadelphia Mint. A small number of these South Carolina quarters were released with an unusual and highly valuable error that would go unnoticed by most people at first glance. This is the key to their staggering price tag of $1.4 million today. The error that made the 2000p South Carolina quarters so valuable is a very rare one. Some of these quarters were struck with an error that left out the Liberty inscription, which should normally appear above George Washington's head. This omission of the word Liberty on a coin is an extremely rare error in minting, and when it's found on a coin, it immediately catches the attention of collectors. Now, you may be thinking, how can I tell if I've got one of these error coins? That's a great question. The first thing you need to look for is the absence of the word Liberty above George Washington's head. If you find a coin like this in your collection, or while you're going through your change, it could be worth a significant amount of money. But not just any coin with a missing Liberty is worth the $1.4 million figure. The error has to be clear and well-defined, and the coin has to be in good condition. When it comes to errors in minting, condition is key. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, tend to fetch the highest prices. For the 2000p South Carolina quarter, even slight discoloration, scratches, or other imperfections can significantly lower the coin's value. A pristine coin with this error, however, has been known to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and one particularly well-preserved example fetched a jaw-dropping $1.4 million at auction. But what makes this coin even more special is how incredibly rare it is. Out of millions of South Carolina quarters minted in 2000, only a handful have been discovered with this error. This rarity, combined with the unique nature of the mistake, is what has driven the value of this coin into the millions. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of American history with a rare flaw, and for collectors, that makes it incredibly desirable. So, how can you get your hands on a coin like this? Or how can you tell if your collection contains a hidden gem? First, you'll need to be patient. The 2000p South Carolina quarters with the missing Liberty inscription are few and far between. But if you happen to come across one, make sure you get it professionally appraised. There are several numismatic grading services that can assess the coin's condition and verify whether it's the rare error version. Another tip is to check online auction sites and specialized coin dealers, as these are places where such rare finds often surface. But remember, buying rare coins comes with its own set of risks, so always do your research and never buy from unverified sources. To wrap things up, if you happen to find a 2000p South Carolina quarter in your pocket change, take a closer look. If it's the version with the missing Liberty inscription, you might just be sitting on a fortune worth $1.4 million. As always, it's important to keep your eyes peeled for rare coins, as they can appear when you least expect them. Who knows, you could be the next lucky collector to find a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this rare South Carolina quarter, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin-related content. If you're a coin enthusiast, a collector, or even someone who's just interested in the world of rare and valuable coins, you're in the right place today. In this video, we're diving deep into the world of the 1999 P Connecticut quarter and uncovering why this particular coin is catching the attention of collectors and dealers worldwide. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more exciting coin-related content. Now, let's get started. Before we talk about its value today, let's take a quick step back in time to understand why the 1999 P Connecticut quarter is so significant. It was part of the 50-state quarters program, a series of coins released by the U.S. Mint from 1999 to 2008, each one representing a different state. The Connecticut quarter, released in 1999, was the fifth coin in the series. The design on the coin showcases the charter oak, a famous symbol of Connecticut's history. This oak tree, under which the colony of Connecticut supposedly hid its royal charter from the British during colonial times, holds great historical significance. The design also includes the words, "The Charter Oak," and "Connecticut," along with the year of minting. Now, while the design is a beautiful tribute to the state's history, it's the specific characteristics of this coin that make it so valuable today. So, let's talk about what makes the 1999 P Connecticut quarter such a coveted item for collectors. The P mint mark on the Connecticut quarter indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia, and it's a key detail in understanding the value of this coin. The U.S. Mint produces coins at several different facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and each facility uses a different mint mark to distinguish where the coin was made. When it comes to the 1999 P Connecticut quarter, many people assume it's just another coin from the series, but as we dig deeper, we'll see that there's much more to it. What makes the 1999 P quarter so special, and why is it worth so much? The value of any coin is heavily influenced by its rarity, and in the case of the 1999 P Connecticut quarter, there are a few rare varieties that have made headlines over the years. One of the key factors contributing to its massive value is the presence of specific minting errors or misprints. There have been reports of 1999 P Connecticut quarters with rare and unique features, such as double die errors, where certain details of the design are struck multiple times, creating an overlapping effect. These types of errors can significantly increase the value of a coin, as they are rare and hard to find in circulation. Additionally, certain specimens of the Connecticut quarter have been graded by professional numismatists as being in pristine, near-perfect condition, which also drives up their value. When a coin is in mint condition, without any wear and tear, scratches, or discoloration, it is highly sought after by collectors. But here's the kicker. Some of these rare 1999 P Connecticut quarters, particularly those with unique errors, have been known to sell for staggering amounts. We're talking about figures in the range of $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.5 million for a single coin. Let's get into the numbers. As of recent auctions and sales, a 1999 P Connecticut quarter with a rare misprint or in pristine condition can fetch up to $1.5 million. Now, that's not a typical selling price, and it's not going to happen every day. But it does highlight just how valuable these rare coins can be. The reason for this incredible price tag is a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and demand. Coin collectors and investors are always on the lookout for rare pieces to add to their collections, and when a coin like this becomes available, it generates huge interest. In fact, some auctions have seen bidding wars for the 1999 P Connecticut quarter, driving its price to astronomical heights. It's important to note that this doesn't mean every 1999 P quarter is worth $1.5 million. only those with significant errors or that are in perfect condition command such high prices. For the average collector, a 1999 Connecticut quarter in average condition is still worth more than its face value, but it's the rare, exceptional coins that have the potential to become a $1 million treasure. Now, if you're wondering how you can identify whether you have a 1999 Connecticut quarter that could be worth a small fortune, here are a few tips. The most valuable 1999 quarters are those with unique minting errors, such as double dies or misaligned strikes. These types of errors are rare and highly sought after. Coins in mint or near mint condition, especially those with no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, are more valuable than those that have been circulated. If you think you have a rare 1999 Connecticut quarter, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded. A third-party grading service, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can assess your coin's condition and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If you think your coin might be valuable, don't hesitate to reach out to coin dealers or experts in the field. They can help you determine whether your coin has the potential to be worth a large sum of money. To wrap up, the 1999 Connecticut quarter is a fascinating and valuable piece of U.S. history. While the majority of these coins are worth just their face value, those with rare minting errors or in pristine condition can command jaw-dropping prices, including as much as $1.5 million at auction. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare specimens, it could change your life. But even if you don't, the world of coin collecting is still an exciting and rewarding hobby. There's always something new to discover, and you never know what might be hiding in your collection or even in your change jar. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. And of course, subscribe for more videos on rare coins, collecting tips, and everything else related to the world of numismatics.